with WordPress and Claude Skills, you can literally make any app that you want to. Now, I have to thank Jamie Marsland for proposing that this was possible and showing a little demo of a little app that he'd made that is a little to-do-list app that looks like an app, but it's actually WordPress in the background, which I've found like a great idea, but I'd never really explored how possible it would be. So I, I went into Claude and said, look, I put some info about me so that Claude had some background about what my capabilities were, but I don't know how much of that was really needed. I put in a screenshot of the app that I'd seen on X, and then I just said, using this file for guidance that I'd upload about me, but as I said, I don't think that mattered as much. And I just put the content that was in the X post in there, and then Claude just went to work. Like, it just started making a system which was a plugin and a theme that you could just upload to a blank WordPress installation and go. And I literally put it in. It delivered the first round with a plugin and a theme, and it was close. It just needed a few tweaks. It wasn't showing the to-do list items that was saved, so I got it to fix those, and then that started working. And then I just wanted it to be a little bit nicer visually, and it got to this in 3 prompts. So it's a project board. You can't see any WordPress in the background. You can just see the actual thing. You just got to be logged into WordPress, and then you open up the default address, and then off you go. So you can add projects, another project like this. Set your settings, make it work out what areas. I think it just worked out a bunch of things that I wanted to have that would be relevant to me, and then fill in any notes here, hit save, and then it's going to go straight in there as a project, and then I can just drag it around into where if I'm building it or whatever I'm doing, right? So it just works, and it's the simplest setup. Like, it's literally one plugin here and a theme here that were built for me. If you were to go to that website, you'd see a login screen powered by WordPress AI project board. You'd log in, and then you'd go to the homepage, and then you could see the results right here, and off you go. You got your app. And to me, it's the lowest common denominator. To me, it's the primary building block of what you could make anything from. You could obviously get more complicated. This is a one user kind of project management system right here, but you could then prompt it further and get it to be multiple people. I mean, anyone with a login could add projects to this, I guess. We could identify the people as one of the settings or something, right? But that's just an example of this is a building block. So I realized that with this structure, I could make anything. So then I went down and said, look, this is fantastic. Where are we? Can you make this into a skill? So I can describe an app I want to build, and you just make the theme and the plugin so that it works like with this app. Visible, interactive for logged in users like you did with this one. I love the structure so much. The skill will take the first input of what needs to be built and may ask follow-up questions if necessary to make sure that to make the MVP, then it can be refined from there. The output will always be a plugin and the theme like this time, and also a preview and a README file, so you can kind of have a look at how it's going to look and adjust it. Explain the install process and how it works. The app submitted will vary and may be nothing to do with Kanban projects. I wanted to also make sure it understood that it don't just get trapped in that project Kanban's format. It could be a lot of different things, right? So it's then go away and work through the whole process, and then given me this WP app skill builder, which I can then upload into my Claude settings as a as a skill and then call on it to build the next skill. Now, you can try this yourself and work through it, or my group, the WP Success Hub, which is linked in my bio, which you could then go and get this skill pre-made. So off you go and do it and use it straight away. Now, as an example, I just then went and said, well, look, can you build my WordPress-based app using the skill that I just made? The app is a health and wellbeing tracker that tracks sugar-free days, alcohol-free days, when a walk has been done, days when weights training has been done, days that I'm parenting, days that are with my partner, days that I'm on my own, hours of sleep that I get the night before. Also on a place where I can record my happiness level and my productivity. You know, some information, not crazy amount of information, but pretty specific, I guess. And I think it one-shotted. I might have two-shotted it right from there. So then the result is this. It's its own app. It's got the days. Oh, I think I adjusted it. Yeah, I adjusted it. So there was some other things here, but the first shot was pretty damn good actually. And then you can go through and literally just log an entry and put in whether I had sugar that day, whether alcohol that day, whether I got my walk done, whether I didn't hit weights, what kind of day it was, parenting or solo or whatever. I record my happiness levels and then save the entry, and you can go back to old entries on your logs and adjust them. And then on the insights, it's going to work out, you know, what kind of mood you're in, I guess, based on all of this data. And it's just this, to me, this is another example. It's just a starting point. Like, you can make this into a very advanced app, but so fast I was able to get to this minimum viable kind of product. And instead of having to sign up for fancy database external tools, I just used a WordPress installation. It is exactly the same structure as before. There is one plugin, the Wellbeing Tracker plugin. There is one theme active. That's the theme that it built, and it's done. It's ready to go. So I'm just super excited to kind of share that this process is now possible. And WordPress, I think, is a key element to making apps fast without needing all of these other third-party services. When WordPress is like a known quantity and it's extensible, you can keep building, extending on it. So that's what I want to share. I think it's just amazing how easy it is to make an app now using WordPress and Claude with Claude Skill.